everybody. Welcome to another Ride Along with Goggles. I guess it's going to be a bit of a tutorial. We're going to look at the different graphic mods that you can add and what they do. So we're starting off with the default SCS, no graphic mods installed, other than I am using Snowy Moon. And I can make that a different video. But I'll explain things as we go along here about my system. But so this is default SCS. And we are in northwest Oklahoma, and we're looking east at the sunrise. I got the time set for 6 a.m. and that's what we got. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a screenshot all along the way here, and I'm going to interpose the screenshots at the end so we can get a side-by-side comparison. There's that shot, 6 a.m. and this is looking with the sun behind us in the morning. We'll grab that shot. And then what we're going to do now, and so I picked a light color on this truck because the sun can wash it out. We'll see how the different times of day and what it looks like with the different graphics mods. So don't want to make this super long, but this looks pretty good. Nothing wrong with that. And there's the ground textures. That's the other thing we want to look at is the ground. So we can just going to do it the same way each time. And after we do the different light levels, so we're going to do noon next, and then we're going to do 5:35 in the evening, where I find a nice sunset right here. And we're going to then, after we do that, we're going to fly into town, and we're going to have a look at some texture on the ground at the gas station. And so, because some of these mods change the ground textures, so we want to compare that too. So we'd maybe we'll take the ground texture at noon. So let's get noon up on let's see, noon right there. So first thing we'll do is we'll look in this direction, and that's noon. Grab a photo. And we'll take this texture, ground texture here. All right, that's plenty of photos for that. And let's try sunset. 1735. So you got the sun just going over the hill there. So get this photo. And I'm going to try, I'll have to cycle the days till I can get a clear day for each one, because some of them are going to add a lot of cloud and stuff, and I'm going to have to be busy just clicking back and forth to get that. But boy, this doesn't look half bad. Once again, I have Snowy Moon on, and I have a Radeon, what the heck is my card? RX 7900 XT by XFX. So it's a pretty good card. So there's what you get. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'll pause. Oh, no, wait a minute. We got to go down to town here. Well, we have this. So I'll pause, and then I'll fly downtown and or down to the gas station. I'll get the textures there. And then we'll come back here and, yeah, whatever. You get it. I'll just pause for a sec. Okay, so we're unpaused and we're up by the gas station. So what we're looking at here is the textures on. We can see some road texture, sidewalk, this filled boulevard thing here, whatever we got there. That could change. Well, I just have to see. And then we can see the various stains and things in the parking lot. Now we'll have to just take that as a, just a pan around and see what we think. Remember what you're seeing. See a funny line. Look at that line moving around. There's that shadow just beyond the truck. That flickering on the ground. Don't know if you see that. Anyway, once again, just in case I didn't take it, I'll take another screenshot right here. All right, there we go. So that concludes stock. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in Weather 3.1. And we'll have a look at that and see what happens, if that changes anything on the ground or what the sky looks like, etc. So hold on, and I will go and get that set up. Okay, so here we are with weather, what's it called again? 3.1, and this is the 4K version. So I usually run the 8K, and I have the 16K, and maybe we'll do a comparison of all of those. But anyway, here's 6 in the morning. Well, looks pretty good. It's got, we could try cycling through and getting a clear sky so we don't have all those clouds. I don't think we had the clouds in the previous go around, so let's just jump through here, see if we can't get the clear morning. No, not yet. Nope. An hard time getting a clear sky. It may not happen. We may just have to go with what we're getting here. Oh, what happened here? Oh boy, we'll have to take that, I guess. Anyway, yeah, weather 3.1K, 4K, 3.1, 4K. Let's get a photo. And we get a photo looking this direction. And now we'll go to noon. And here what we want to do is, got to get rid of that background. Don't know what I took. I can't remember what I took for photos at noon. Should just take this one, I guess. See what it does to the paint. Might have to go back and take that default one from here. Let's see if we line it up with that post right there beyond the truck, then we'll have the same photo each time. And the ground texture. And now we will go to 1735, 535. See what we get for a sunset here. Oh, yeah, it's not very dramatic at all. The sun's right there, but there's not much color. Ooh, that's kind of weird. It's not overly impressive. All right, well, let's... I will pause again, and then I will go down. We'll go down and get a look at noon at the texture at the service station down there. All right, we're back at the service station. I wouldn't expect this one is going to do much. I don't know if we got to wait till we get to JBX, and well, definitely PNG is going to change the textures. But there's that weird lighting thing now. Is that coming off the truck? See a shadow behind the truck? As we move, you see that thing? That could be something coming off the truck. Weird. But anyway, the textures to me don't look a whole lot different. I didn't really expect they would, but you know, we got to look. So anyway, let's move on to, I think next up is going to be, what should we do next? I think we'll do JBX next. So I will stop and we'll go get JBX going. Okay, we're back with JBX now, and this is one of my huge knocks against JBX. Like, it's 6 in the morning, and look how high up in the sky the sun is already. So, like, in fairness, I should just leave it here, but I think out of curiosity, I'll see if I can get a sunrise going out of this. So let's... this is something I don't have to do for the other mods, unfortunately. So, and once again, I just find the JBX kind of washed out. Although the sky boxes are fantastic. Like, look at the clouds. And then you'll get the dynamic cloud shadows going across the road and stuff. I love it. But this, how everything is so bright, kind of bugs me. But anyway, let's see if we can't, you know, we'll cheat a little bit for JBX here and try a different time of day. I don't know, 4 in the morning. See what that does. Okay, so we got to go 4:30. I'll go 5. I don't want to have all these numbers in here in my dev console here that I'm going to have to sift through later. So there's 5 in the morning. The sun's over there. Yeah, you know, it's the biggest reason I've taken JBX and I've stopped using it, because I'm just missing the sunrise and sunsets. And you have to, you know, it's such a narrow window. The sun goes down and comes up. And if you like a lot of daylight, that's cool. But yeah, look at that sky, though. The sky boxes are just fantastic. Ah, crazy. All right, so let's go to noon. And we'll get this photo right here to start with. Got to line up with that post right there. Don't know how far away I was before. We definitely had the whole truck in, so we'll try that. It's going to be JBX at noon. Get that photo. Oh, I forgot to take the JBX in the morning one. Shoot. Well, we'll get the evening thing going here. Ah, shoot. I better go back to the morning. It's only got to be fair. We're going to give it 5 o'clock. Yeah. Oh, well. Not quite what I'd hoped to do, but I really wanted to be objective with that same time for every one, but I have to put a note, JBX cheating on behalf of them. Let's go to the evening. And we're probably not going to see, it's nowhere near sun going down. It's way up there. Oh, yeah. But once again, that beautiful sky. Oh, I forgot it. Yeah, and we did. Now the truck, even at this time of day, it's looking pretty overexposed in a way. And like again, once again, that's why I chose this sort of yellowish paint. But what we could do, once again, just give these guys the benefit of the doubt and show you. Let's go to, might have 19 in here somewhere. Oh, what's that? 10. There's 19. There we go. We're closer to a sunset. Let's go 1915. There we go. Excuse me. So, yeah, it's not really a fantastic sunset. And I know, you know, that's the thing. I was just really missing the sunrises and sunsets, and they aren't as glorious, but the sky boxes are fantastic. So anyway, that's going to be a photo for that. All right. So down to the gas station at noon. So I'll pause and I'll be back. Okay, so we're back at the gas station and it's noon. Still have that shadow effect there, so I'm going to have to write that down to something happening coming off the truck, maybe? I don't know. We'll see if it changes with PNG, but it's been there for everybody so far. So it's nothing we can write down to a specific mod so far. But anyway, the textures on the ground look pretty much the same. I don't see a lot of difference. But once again, the photos will tell. Oh, geez. Yeah, well, we were only taking a photo from here, I think. Right about like that. And I think that's going to wrap up the JBX. So let's stop here. I'm going to move on to PNG. And then at the end of it, I'm going to show you what what I typically run, which is PNG and 3.1. So I'll stop and I'll be back. Okay, we're back with PNG, and man, I had to click through, I don't know how many times, just kept throwing up all these amazing sunrises, and this is maybe the least spectacular, and it cycled back to this. I went through so many days to try and get something that felt like it was just too much better than the other ones in a way. Weird. That was weird. But anyway, you can see the sun there beyond the, just coming up. And so that's kind of what we wanted to see. But I got either some, with a really nice, cloud strata, like that long, I don't know what you call them, clouds. I would have known when I was in school. Boy, memory like a steel trap. Anyway, looks pretty good. And so we were going to take a photo here, but like that. And Then we're going to take one this way. And next up would be, let's go to noon, and then we'll get the side on shot, and then we'll go get the evening. Oops. Oh, that's the wrong button. Got to go here. That was my snowy moon thing that I put in the other day. Okay, here's noon. We want to see how washed out. Whoa, the truck looks pretty clear. I wonder if, well, there's shadow on the ground. It's still a pretty bright day. Guess we'll call that a fair photo. About like that. The paint actually looks pretty good for noontime. Wow. Just for giggles here before we go to the evening one, let's just cycle through the time once and see if we can't get a brighter day. Oh, that's a little brighter. Wow, it still looks pretty good. I think I'm going to use this photo because it's more indicative of, similar to the other ones rather. I think that other one's just a little dull. That looks good. For the, this kind of paint would normally be pretty washed out. Okay, let's go to, what were we looking for? 5, 35, 1735. Oop, that was it there. See what we get. Oh, see, that's a bit more color than we're getting. This is the thing that I was going on about with the JBX, is I wasn't getting this color in the sunset. It's just kind of all very bright, and then the sun goes away, and you didn't get those the effects. I should share. Yeah, you know what? When I get to the end, I'm going to share some photos I took that untouched. I just took them as it was in the driving experience. It was really good with the combination that I like to use. I'll show you that. We'll get there next. But yeah, that looked pretty good. Not bad. All right, let's pause and we'll go down to the gas station and see what the ground text. Oh, wait a minute. Darn it. We're not going to do that, are we? We need to go back to noon and do the overhead of the ground textures. This maybe isn't the best place to be looking at the ground textures, I come to realize. But anyway, we will see differences, I hope. Now we can fly down to the gas station. So I'll pause. Okay, so we're back at the gas station, and that shadowy flickering thing is still there. So I'm just assuming that's a reflection off the truck somehow. But anyway, let's look at the, now look at the texture difference here in the concrete. It's got that brushed look, like, when they brush concrete when they put it down. That is definitely different. I don't see anything different there. I was kind of hoping the JBX was going to fill that with something else, because it quite often does. Change textures. Especially if there's interlock brick, I guess. We should look for a place with some interlock. But anyway, I think the that does look different to me by quite a bit. It is an improvement. The other thing, oh, you know what we should do? Yeah, I think at the end of it, we're going to go and we're going to look at, I'll just go back and forth between JBX and, or maybe just the default and PNG, just to show you what PNG does to ground textures, because the other ones don't do it. So that's pretty cool. We'll just get another one of those. And now, yeah, let's do that right now. I'm going to pause. I'm going to fly around till I get some, because oh, wait a minute. How should I do this? I got to do it in a way that's consistent. Let's stop. I'm going to put in my preferred combination of PNG and 3.1. We'll go back down. We'll do this 3 times a day. And we'll skip this. Then we'll go look at textures. Then we'll take the JBX out and we'll compare the textures. We're going to go look for dirt and interlock brick. So let's finish with that. So I'll stop and get all set up. Okay, so I'm back with, this is what I generally run, although I changed it from the weather 3.1 8K to 16K because I haven't tried it yet, so I thought I would. And I like it. But this is what I usually, look at this. I got a sunrise. It's looking good. And then let's take that photo. And that one. Excuse me. And yeah, it looks good. I had to click through to get a nice sky, but boy, there's nothing wrong with that. Not quite as dramatic as the sky you get in JBX. I will grant that. Like, I mean, JBX, if what you're interested in is looking at the skyboxes, it's a winner. But if you're more interested in the ground texture and like me, if you want to see the sunrise and sunsets, this is the way to go. So let's get our noontime. See what this looks like. Get ourselves all lined up with that post right there. Oh, wait a minute, it's a little overcast. It's kind of in the edge of some clouds here. Yeah, there's bright over there and it's cloudy right there. So let's try and get a more direct light. Well, it looks pretty bright. Yeah, it's more fair. We'll see how that looks compared to the others. And now the evening one. Oh yeah, the overhead. See if that what that does. $17.35 coming up. Oh, cloudy. Yeah, the best laid plans, eh? Still no good. Wow. Not having any luck. Oh, come on, give us a break. Oh, what happened there? I got to go out, come back in. It kind of gives up after a while. Oh, geez. Okay, well, there we got one. So hopefully I remember to come in here and edit that little bit out. If I didn't, my apologies. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. Got that going down. We got the nice color in the sky. It's not all white or washed out. Looks good. The truck looks good. Let's get that photo. Okay. So I think now the final thing, we're not going to go to the gas station and look at the textures because we know it's just going to be the JBX textures. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to go and find some more, some different textures. We're just going to compare the JBX the PNG and no PNG, just to show you the effect it has, because that's its big claim to fame is ground textures and, the skybox isn't their whole deal. Let's just put it that way. So back in a little bit. Okay, so I'm back, and what we're looking at here is some SCS ground textures. And, they look pretty good. So we are in Omaha, and the reason we're here is we got dirt over there in the background, and we got pavement that's kind of a little broken up here. We got some concrete right there. And so we're going to look around here. So we're just going to fly here. We're just going to get under here and fly over here. We're just going to look around at the ground and see what we got by default. So this is with no graphics mod. Other than, well, I have the 3.1K still in here, but that shouldn't change the ground any. So I guess what we should do is take some photos here. So let's kind of get, so we got that there. Take a photo of that. We'll go over here where the ground was broken up. Take a photo of that. Now we'll go over and get the dirt over here. We just get the entrance to this. Oh, that's not a place you can go and pick up. Oh, that's not a good. Oh, shoot. What do we got here? Oh, that's annoying. I thought that was one you could go into. I don't know if that would be changed or not, being sort of a secondary thing. Well, darn it all. Well, let's see what we get. If I have to go someplace else and find a yard with, oh, what's down there? That's not one you can pick up at either, is it? Or is it? But yeah, it is. Okay, well, let's look at the, oh, there's no dirt. It's just got the same old stuff. Shoot. Well, I guess we could do an overall view like this. Let's try and remember what we have in here. The trailers, we got those you know, separated bins on the right in the building. All right, let's grab that. We'll jump back in our truck, and I'll be back. I'll put in the PNG, and we'll have a look back in a bit. Okay, so we're back with the PNG now. So let's do the same thing. We'll get up in the, oops, fly around a little bit. Where'd I go? Jeez. Out of control. So we were just looking at the ground here. It does look different. That is for sure. Wow. That looks pretty darn good. That's the same texture, it looks like, that SCS is using, or the, you know, the overall pattern with that broken up concrete. But it just looks better, doesn't it? Looks pretty good, I'd say. Wow. Yeah, we'll do a comparison here. Now we got to remember how we took those photos. I think we went over here, spun around, went up, and went this way a bit. Right there, maybe. This doesn't tell the full story from up here, of course. It, oh, shoot, wrong button. There we go. And over here. Not sure how I had that one, something like that. But those up close, this ground texture looked really good to me. And different color, it seems. Boy, that, I think that's pretty stellar. Okay, let's go over here. Oh yeah, we're all the way down, going the wrong way. Over here. Spin it around. Let's see, try and get oriented here. Where those bins are there, so we were over here. I'll slow the camera down. Zoom in a bit. Go this way. Somewhere around here. Interesting to see how different that looks up close. Oops, there I go, the wrong switch again. Yeah, the PNG ground textures are good. That's the thing I like most about it. All right, well, we're back to see if we can't wrap this thing up. And we're looking at PNG now, and those same ground textures we were just looking at with the SCS. So let's poke around, see what we got here. So we'll jump out. I think the first thing we just get up in the air a little bit, not too far. Where we go? There we are. Got it going a little fast. So yeah, the ground textures definitely look different. There's seems to be more of that broken concrete than there was. Like in the SCS thing, there was some over here, but there seems to be more of it. But what I want to do, let's go up here. Concrete looks, I think, a little different. Yeah. So, yeah, it changes for sure. And this is what JBX is known for, is the ground textures, really. That's why you'd put it in if you really want these ground textures. In dirt yards, like farm yards and stuff, it looks a lot better too. You get a lot more of this tire track. What we could do real quick, I think at the end here, let's, yeah, just to speed this up. Because clearly this looks different. Well, we might as well take the photo. We took the other one. Just take that. And we'll go over here. Take that. I think I had something like this. Forget now. It's been a while since I filmed that other part. There's been an interlude. So let's, what we'll do, let's go to, well, heck, why don't we just go to Hell Creek Ranch or Welker Farms? Go to Welker Farms. Let's do that. See what happens there. That's recon stuff. So we go to Shelby. I just want to see what that looks like. Because, I mean, there's lots of dirt there. Same with, actually, to be honest, there's lots at, oh yeah, let's go to Jordan. Because we'll show you the other thing if you've missed it in the videos, what happens there. With JBX. JBX does one thing that is kind of annoying. And it's my one knock, I guess, if I had one. See? This is supposed to be a dirt road. And it does this to it. Well, that's weird. So it takes whatever texture Recon used for his road as a dirt road, and it's put a hard surface on it. Anyway, let's go down here. Oh. Yeah. All right. Oh, it put a hard road in here too. Oh, darn it. Well, how are we going to look at? So here's some of the, the tracks and stuff it puts down that's different. A little repetitive. Oh, I don't have the update in here in this profile that we saw in the last video. So the ground textures definitely look different. It all depends how the map maker applies it all too, as well. So, yeah, I just thought we'll finish off with that. We can't run on forever and ever. New shed over there. Where's that the old one? No, that's got to be new. Let's go over here and look. Yeah, see those ground textures? That's different than what you're going to get in SCS. I guess I could pause here or stop, and we'll go take one final look. We'll take it out, put the SCS one, and see what we got right here. So let's pull in here and land the truck. Okay, so let's gonna stop, and I'll be back. Get rid of that thing. There we go. Okay, so we're back. There goes our intrepid pilot flying in and out of the... Woo! That's close. Oh, recon. That's hilarious. Okay, so now we've taken that texture out. Let's see what the ground looks like. It's remarkably different. It's just sort of uniform gravelly stuff. So this is, one of the things now you got to determine, what do you want here? Do you want that sort of ground look we had with JBX, or would you prefer this? So, you win some, you lose some. And it's all up to you at the end of the day. What do you like? Let's go back over here. And see, it's all kind of gravelly, very uniform. And the other one had sort of more of a dirt look with, either dead grass roots or dead grass on it, which was a little bit of an interesting look. You know, and I don't really mind this either, what Recon's done here. So once again, that's all up to you. But yeah, we're gonna, oh yeah, and the road's what Recon made it originally. And I do like that texture. So, you know, that's the one. But wait, there's more. I forgot about this, these photos that I took, that I was mentioning. So this is with just PNG and Weather 3.1 as graphic mods. And I was doing a trip from, I can't remember, it was, I think, Cache Creek, BC, down to North Platte or somewhere in Nebraska. And it was a long trip. And this is sunrise driving in. We're in Nebraska somewhere, heading east. And the sun's coming up. And I thought, geez, I better get a photo because this is just looking so good. And this is untouched. So I didn't change the time slider. I didn't touch the focus or anything. I just jumped out, took the photos. So in photo mode. But like I say, I didn't, this is just as the game was presenting it to me. And you can see, like in the bumper of the truck, the sunrise is pretty bright in the chrome. And it's facing us almost straight in the eye. And so, and yeah, that's one of the few photos I've managed to actually get centered. So that's kind of cool. So let's see what else we have here. And we'll go to this side view. And you can see the textures. That's PNG, that concrete texture. I don't think you get that without it. And then just the angle of the sun and everything. Look, it's just catching that logo on the side, just lighting it up a little bit and leaving the hood dark. Like that. It's just a fluke. You know, the chrome, the hinges on these doors or the trim, if that's not the hinge, is just getting caught in the light. That strip down the front edge of the trailer or on the corner, just catching the sun. It's so cool. Like, I mean, I just thought that was pretty neat. So just an opportune time. It's one of those things. And then the reflection in the bumper. You see that sky out there in the bumper? So while it's not JBX quality sky, this sunrise, and I'd only just changed over to, I'd taken the JBX out prior to this trip, and it was this trip that just sold me on, oh my God, I haven't seen this in forever. With the, all the time, I was running JBX recently, like, what, 2-3 months maybe? And let's get that view from the back. Yeah, and from the back. So that's the sky. That's what I was driving into. You see the sun isn't quite straight on. But just that, that's beautiful. Imagine this in 1-to-1 map. Like you'd be driving in this for an extended period. You know, as it was just one of those moments. And once again, you can see the ground textures, and that's what I like. Like, I like seeing this ground texture. And then going along with the PNG and the 3.1 together, I just find it a good combination. So, yeah, I'll end with that. Sorry about jumping back in with this, but there you go. Take care, and bye for now.
Motorcycle, give me playback on a vinyl and some cheap aviators from 65. Give me snakeskin boots, skull swaying like a noose, and I'll be clinging to the back of